When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down. Clear sky. Without you, I remember myself, my name. Forgot about all you tried to change. Familiar was the sound of your voice as I continue to walk on by. It has been a year and now I'm living on the line. It has been a year and now I'm thinking what's mine, that I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here without you. That I'm better off right here. I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me.
Hello, everyone out in the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our CRL6M Summer League 2024 season. My name is Bean Boy alongside Bean Man, my fellow brother. And today we are going to witness our inaugural Normal Threes Summer League. Last year we did our crew battles with just Arizona. And now we have expanded to all of CRL West. So I'd like to thank all the moderators, all of the server owners, all that stuff for letting me take on the stream and be out here. It's been a blast, and welcome to everyone from the CRL West outside of Arizona that has not been here before. Thank you so much for being here. It's going to be a blast. We have an 8-week series coming up, and these are our standings so far. Right now, we have 2 matches that were played off stream, both matches from Supa Pink Fiat. They won one, if I'm not mistaken, against HK Esports, and they won in a best of 5, game 5 scenario. So they have 0 differential, which we'll get to in a second here. And HK Esports has a -1. But then they played their second match against the Ballbuster Bozos and also went to game 5 and lost. So they're even right now on differential. Ballbuster Bozos on the top, and at the bottom, HK Esports so far. But these standings are not going to last, as we have quite a few matches today. And soon we will get to what teams are going to be played. But right now, Doug Esports versus Hot Sauce is going to be our match on stream. A few matches will be happening off stream, but by the 7 p.m. showing, we should be able to see the standings of those matches. But yeah, let's get into our teams that are playing today. A familiar face, nonetheless. Doug Esports. Anyone was a part of the streams last year. Doug Esports was run by Kali, and he was a captain again this year. But we have some new faces to this team with Wimpulse and Guga. So I have no idea what to expect here. And on the other side of the board, a few familiar faces, but one in particular, a new captain, Gio, who is going to San Diego State University this fall with his players Decibel and Pixel. He picked up Decibel, a familiar face last year. He was on a team that started very hot and cooled off a little bit into playoffs, but still had great success in the overall season. Pixel, a little bit of a wild card right now, as he didn't have a super good performance last year, but he's a great player, and I hope to see some awesome experience out of him. But those are our teams. Let me know in the in the chat who you guys think's gonna win. It should be fun. Um, and yeah, we have our match here starting soon. It should be great, and I think we'll get right into it. Players joining the lobby here, and a solo cast from Bean to start out the 2024 Summer League season. Here we go. Doug Esports versus Hot Sauce. Pixel Skills and Guga on the kickoff, and it seems like Doug has got control immediately. Hot Sauce not having any kind of thought to do with it. They try to get the ball out of their half, but it's again kind of cooked in by Guga. This Doug Esports team is not going to let up just yet. Guga trying to take time, but he can't get the ball. Now they can Wimpulse. This might be an open net for this Hot Sauce team, but they decided to kick it into the corner instead. Guga gets the demo. Kali, unfortunately, can't clear this for his team. They're in pressure. They have a lot of problems here, but they almost solve it with a team pinch there. But Kali, the last to put it in, and it's saved away. Now a free ball going down the pitch. Pixel, the one to 50 the ball here. He gets another touch. He seems to be staying on that ball very well. But Kali doing what he can to help his team out and get this ball out of their half. Gio, Decibel taking it slowly. He goes over one and he gets it in. A simple play like that to break open the season. Just Gio with a great pass down to Decibel. A simple 1-2 from Decibel up in the air. Right into that back net. Something you love to see if you are a Hot Sauce fan. Only a minute off the clock there. We still have a lot of time remaining in this match. We might see another goal here from Decibel. Can he stay on? No, he decides to leave with the boost he had. Gio gonna keep this ball in the midfield, try to boost it up. He gets past 2, but we might see a challenge here. Gio with the pass down to Decibel. It's saved by Wimpulse. So far, some pretty good defense from both teams. Just one goal in a minute and a half. Doesn't seem like one team is overpowering the other right now. Seems like I am having some disconnection issues, but hopefully you guys can all hear me still. I think we're back here. Yes, we are. I can still see the match. No goals scored just yet. Wimple's in the air. He's trying to control that ball, but Decibel gets the clear, and he gets a breakaway. This could be another chance for Hot Sauce. Gio goes for the fake. Can't get past one. Pixel decides to trade off Guga, but it did not allow them to have any kind of offensive pressure there as they backpedaled to their half. A double commit here from Doug Esports, allowing this pressure, but this blue team has low boost. Pixel, the only one on some boost, and he's using it just to get across the pitch. Hot Sauce unable to find anything just yet. And they still seem to be caught on low boost. This Doug Esports team is swarming those pads. They want this goal. They want to tie up the series right now. But not if this Hot Sauce team has anything to do with it. They get some clears. And they got some demos. They have lots of space now. But they could not do anything with it as Kali, the one to break it away there. Gio backpedaling into his own net. Guga with a potential pressure play here, but he can't get it down. Pixel actually gets a demo there, and it hits the ball by accident. Makes up for it there just to get a little extra cut out and a touch away. Decibel backpedaling into the zone net. This is going to goal. Wimpulse, great reaction time there. He knew his teammate was going for that pass. A little 1-2 again from Guga. Wimpulse cutting off Kali a little bit there, but it leads to a goal and to tie up this first match, or this first game of match number 1 this week. Wimpulse getting the touch off the kickoff, but it's cleared right into Gio's car. Ball lingering around midfield just right about now, but Wimpulse with a great pancake. Pancake 50 down into that blue net. No one back from this hot sauce squad. Guga able to tap that one in to take the lead. Just a few moments ago, it looked almost a little bit difficult for this Doug Esports team to take this match or this game, but they seem to have caught up, and now they're the ones in the lead. Ooh, Wimpulse getting a close double tap there, and Kali able to scoop it up, try to create more pressure for his team. They do have it still in this hot sauce half. Can they do anything with it? They get an infield pass down to Kali, but it's read by Gio. Out and away. Decibel, the one to make a desperate clear. He can't get it. Now Gio taking time. No one there from this Dougie Sports squad. He got the flip reset, but it's down and away. Kali moving down this pitch. He can't seem to find a ball as it's cut by Decibel in the air, but Wimpulse, the one to make a touch away. Gio simply shooting that ball up that backboard, trying to keep this pressure up. Pixel, unfortunately, giving that ball away to Kali. And maybe a shot here from Wimpulse. They're up 3-1 now, Doug Esports. A simple play there and a little bit of a mishap from Pixel. He thought Wimpulse was closer to that ball, and he flipped just too early, but Wimpulse read it in time, able to slightly kick that into the top right corner. 30 seconds remain here. We're going to have to see something spectacular from this hot sauce squad if they want to win this game. An aerial 50 there from Guga to march this ball down to their half. Kali going for a great shot, but it's saved by Gio off that side post. A great play there. He's going to be kind of rushing for these desperate scenarios to get this ball down the half. But 5 seconds remain, and I think this match is all but over. And now it is. Game number 1 goes to Doug Esports. A spectacular showing from them. They started down 1, and they came back and won this game number 1. I'm excited to see more of what they got in the tank. Honestly, this Doug Esports squad started a little slow, but they got it going. They got their boost going. They got the boost control from Hot Sauce and overall took control of this match in the last 3 minutes. Something we might need to see from Hot Sauce is to quickly react off kickoffs. I mean, that worked with them in the first goal. Maybe spice it up on some kickoffs would be great. But overall, they need to work on some boost management and at least steal some more boost from this Dougie Sports squad because they have started to warm up, and this series might not go game 5 if they don't continue. If they do continue to not take the boost from this Dougie Sports squad. But game number 2 here is about to start. Again, game number 1 going to Dougie Sports. I'm excited to see the rest of this match. It looked very entertaining on the pitch, and I know both these teams are very competitive. Gio going for a quick demo off the kickoff that allows Pixel to make a pressure play on the ball. Gio now sitting in the midfield. He gets a pass to backboard, but it's saved away by Kali. Gio doing all he can to keep it in, but he gets a little bit of a mistouch, and the ball is now flying out to this Hot Sauce half. Decibel able to clear it across pitch. And it kind of left a free ball, but Kali unable to read the speed on it. Allows this offensive pressure. Guga unable to touch the ball there. And they flip the switches. Dougie Sports now back in this Hot Sauce half. After some great clearing plays. Guga going for a contest, but it's over 1. It's over 2. Can Decibel find a way to get this mid? He does, but it's just too far away and unable to capitalize on any kind of play here. Wimples getting a pass down to 1. A great play here from Wimples, but it's saved by Pixel. An incredible effort to get back to his net from almost a very easy goal to a very ridiculous save from Pixel. But this pressure is not over just yet. Dougie Sports doing all they can to keep it in this half. Decibel, great demo on the man. But Gio able to capitalize off that demo and the space, gets it back into this Dougie Sports half. But Kali, he seems to be the one that's just ready in the net. Always has some boost and can find a way to get it out of his half. But he's not back right now. He's going to have to trust his teammates, and he does. He trusts Guga. He got 1. And now there he is again. His teammate was able to cut it off and allow Kali to make some sort of adjustment with his boost that he had, and able to make a good clear. Gio with a little bit of boost here. He gets some 50s. The ball is floating in the air, and it's saved by Kali. It is not out of their half just yet. The pressure is on. And a quick little counterattack shot from Guga just to pressure this Dougie Sports team. But nothing has seemed to fall just yet, and we're just about halfway through this game. A little bit of a misplay from one of the Dougie Sports members there, but they're able to control this ball, get it in the half, maybe a beat here. The ball is wide open in the air. No one with boost was able to make a play on that. Oh, a little counterattack here. Could be great, but Kali, are you kidding me? A great play from a demo. He almost had not enough time to get back, but he guessed correctly on where he spawned and was able to pre-flip into that save. Just amazing play here. They do not want to fall to a close game like this. They want to keep the game alive, 0-0. They need more pressure. And it seems like Hot Sauce had something there, but again, cleared away from this Dougie Sports squad. Guga able to get a big clear here onto this Hot Sauce half, but Decibel knowing how to deal with that situation. Kali trying to shoot his shot. Could not find the back of the net. Gio taking his time now. He's got 70 boost to make some sort of play. He gets the ball to 50 mid to his teammate. Pixel 50ing low. Gio trying to make a crucial cut for his team, but it didn't work out. Something happened there from the Dougie Sports half as they had an open ball, but maybe a team bump that happened. It could have been easy to capitalize. This could be bad for Dougie Sports. A lot of members low on boost, but they're able to just easily dribble this ball down the half. Unless it's on Gio's watch. Gio gets the pass mid, but Decibel unready for how fast that pass was going to be. The net was wide open. That could have been the game for Hot Sauce if we do not see a goal here from them again. Pixel, a little bit of a misread there. That also could have been a shot for them. Seems like they're playing a little bit panicked, a little bit sloppy, as their offense doesn't seem to be on point as it could be. Ooh, some demos here from both teams, but Kali the one to come out with the ball. Low boost, he pinches the ball mid. Is anyone there from Doug Esports? No. Decibel elects to take the ball down, but a demo. This could be the play. This could be the chance. But a misplay by their own team. No shot. Able to get shot on net in the last moments there, and we're into overtime. Oh, but Geos might end it soon. It's off the post. Can Pixel capitalize? He doesn't turn. What is this match? All the chances from both teams, but no goals. Gio trying what he can to make a cheeky play on the ball. He knows that regular shots aren't working right now. They might have to do something spectacular to put this one away. Decibel electing for some sort of air dribble. It's sniffed out by Wimpulse. Ball still lies in this Doug Esports half. A bump from Kali. This could be their chance to kick it out, get a big clear. And it is. They get one touch out, but Kali unable to stay on the ball. Gio, the one to kick it back in. He's trying to get a shot in that top left corner and the potential bump. Decibel, a simple read, but it's saved by Kali again. Seems to be playing strong defense from both these teams. I say that, but a simple mistouch from Doug Esports breaks the door wide open for Hot Sauce. A little bump onto Wimpulse's head. Nothing he could do about that. And Pixel sniffs it out and puts game number 2, a nail biter, away. The GGs in the chat from both teams. The respect. They just went about 6 minutes in a match that no goals happened until that 6 minutes. That's always a little bit stressful. Sometimes you have to take some breaths after that and regain your mental, settle back down, get ready for game number 3. I don't know what to expect from the rest of this match. I mean, defense from both these teams seems to be on point. It's just one mishap there from Doug Esports is what caused them to drop this game. So whoever's going to keep playing perfect defense is probably going to win the series. We're having a little bit of lag from one of the members. Some of the OGs might remember a little bit of Decibel Net, some ping issues from one of our team members here. But he says it seems to be good now, and we should be heading into this game number 3 right now. Game number 3 starting right now. Gio and Kali on the kickoff. Doug Esports wins it, and Guga trying to go for a little bit of a wall read, but he couldn't get quite far enough under it. And it allows Hot Sauce to make some sort of quick play onto offense here. Gio taking his time on the ball, but it did not work out in his favor. And now they're backpedaling into their half. Decibel with a little bit of a inside pass to Gio to continue this ball up the pitch. A great play from Decibel, but he couldn't find that top right corner of the Doug Esports net, and it might lead to a counterattack here, but Gio's the one to clear out the ball, make the touches he can for his team. Pixel, the great read across the pitch, allowing his team to regain offense, but that demo shuts him back down. Doggy Sports now with some pressure, but it's sniffed out by Gio. A little play from Pixel, but it's again off that side bar. We've seen so many missed shots from this series. Sooner or later, some of these are going to fall. Ollie with a great 50 off the side to his teammate, but Pixel, the one there for the clear. Ooh, a little bit of a misplay. I'm at a loss of words right now. Collie's playing great defense, but he's playing great defense for both sides of the pitch. They had the goal there. No one was in the net, not even close. And Collie decided to maybe go for a steal, maybe hit it around someone, but he hit it around a ghost. He hit it around Casper. That's for sure. And that's why we still see 0-0 on the clock. Ollie trying to do what he can to make up for his mistake. He gets the ball back into Hot Sauce half. A ball floating in the air. Can Collie get the shot? He gets it top net. But it's saved by Gio and it's saved by Pixel. This ball is floating. Can anyone find a way to get in the net? No, Pixel there again. Gio, this tandem, able to clear the ball out. And they get some counterattack pressure, but no shot on the net. The story of this series so far. Demo from Guga actually opens another chance for Collie. He's on the backboard. He gets a play to the midfield. Can we see a shot again? It's saved by the Hot Sauce squad. The defense seems to be great, even when there's mishaps like that occasionally. Wimples with a little bit of a miss aerial. He gets a bump on Pixel, allowing himself to get some space here, but he doesn't win a 50 in his own half. Decibel doing what he can to create pressure. But all they can do is just put the ball up and pray at this point. Collie getting demoed. We see a potential 3 versus 2 scenario. Decibel taking his time. The ball perfectly floating mid, but no one there for the play. Ooh, Guga. A great save. And a demo from Pixel. If Guga didn't get the perfect touch there, that ball surely would have been in Doug Esports net again. Doug Esports with time. They have boost. But they might have taken too much time, and it's allowing Hot Sauce to create some speed here. All 3 members of Doug on the backboard. Are we going to see a potential play that could allow Hot Sauce to score? Guga couldn't get the save. Gio the one to put it in off of a down pass from Pixel off the backboard. A simple little read from Gio. Slides it past Guga there. They're up 1-0 with 1 minute remaining. Strong kickoff here from Hot Sauce. Collie shoots it right to Gio in the midfield. But Gio unable to find a way to put it in that top portion of the net. Pressure is on for Doug Esports here. They need to get this ball down the pitch as they are right now, but continue with their pressure to at least tie this series up and go to overtime. Oh, but Decibel taking his time. Gio creating some space for Decibel. Great pop over 1. He gets the bump. Decibel lightly puts it into the top portion of that net. They're up 2-0. This is looking now in the favor of Hot Sauce. Strong kickoff here, but a misread from Guga could mean that this match is over. They get the clear again. 15 seconds remain, and the possession is on Hot Sauce. I think they're playing great defense right now to keep this ball out of their net. We're going to have to see something miraculous, and we do not. The ball drops. Game number 3 goes to Hot Sauce. All right. I mean, what another interesting series more defense. That was great, but this time Hot Sauce is figuring out Doug Esports defense. Although they're playing great defense, you can't just play defense the entire game. So Gio and his team are finding a great ways to get past this impenetrable wall, and we're moving on. Game number 4. This Hot Sauce squad is really wanting to put this one away right now. If they do win this, they will be on top of the standings, if I am not mistaken, because of their game differential. And who wouldn't want to be on top of the standings, right? So should be a motivator for them, but if they go game 5, they go game 5. Little bit of a trade demo here, puts it into a 2v2 situation. Gio going for a bump onto Wimples, but Wimples able to sniff out the bump and get away from it. Pixel with a great bump. Is anyone going to be there? Gio. Amazing shot into the right side of that net. A bump there from Pixel onto Kali as last man. No one able to recover from Doug Esports in time to get that save. Great play from Hot Sauce to start this game number 4, and they're going to have to keep up with it. They want to win this game and the series. Decibel gets past 2, but he hits it into an awkward situation for his teammates. Gio leaving the ball for Pixel, but Pixel unable to make a shot. Wimple's the one to clear it out. Now Decibel keeping it in, but Doug Esports squad seems to always find a way to get some big clears down the pitch. And Wimples, a great save there past his teammate. Came in clutch. They want to stay alive, and they're going to have to play a little aggressively like that if they want to keep this match going. Wimples now taking his time, but it's sniffed out by Gio. Ooh, this Hot Sauce squad trying to get a touch down that pitch. They can't seem to get it in just yet. Wimple's dribbling it around, facing his net. He had to hand it off to Kali there in order to get out of that situation. Decibel getting some potential clutch bumps here, but Guga, the one to get some clears for his team in a crucial moment. Wimples passing it to himself off the backboard. And he gets a touchdown. The down touch kind of leads for Hot Sauce favor as they have all the pressure now. Pixel with a fake. And a little bit of an own goal there, but I think it was just in. A great play from Gio. Pixel and Gio are on another level right now. A little bit of a tandem play. One off the ceiling, one in the air, but the one in the air fakes it. Gio with a great read. Put it in. I mean, they're pulling out all the tricks to take this series from Doug Esports. Oh, Pixel. A great save there. He kind of got a belly touch on it now because Doug Esports really thought they had the goal there. They overpressed themselves, and Gio, the one to get a great clear. Oh, wait. My bad. Wimples with an own goal. Something I couldn't see from my angle. A little bit of a misplay, a miscommunication there. Doug Esports might be crumbling under this pressure right now. They're down 3-0 with just half the game remaining. Oh, Gio able to again extend their lead 4-0 now. This game is going to be hard to come back from. And Hot Sauce, like I said, they want this series. And it seems like Doug is crumbling. We're going to have to see some sort of regain to get back in this game. Guga maybe the one to start it, and he does! He puts it top right. Puts the differential back to 3 goals in favor of Hot Sauce, but this game is 1 goal at a time, and we're gonna have to see 3 more goals for Doug Esports to at least tie it up here. Decibel getting a great 50 off of the cheat. But no one able to control this ball completely. A bump on the wind pulse might allow some more pressure for this Hot Sauce squad. One man remaining on the back half for Doug, and he saves it. A misplay by Gio, but they don't really need the goal right now. They're kind of trying to use as much time as they can to keep this ball out of the hands of Doug and win this game. Gio taking time to himself. He's got a full tank of boost. He gets a touch, a double tap off the backboard, but Decibel, the one that was there for the read, is bumped away, allowing Doug for some time in their half to assess the situation. Wimpulse making a team play here. He gets over 2. Can we see another shot? And Kali there for all of Wimpulse's touches. A little bit of a team bump from Decibel that could be a little bad, but a two goal cushion with 1 minute left is nothing to complain about for this Hot Sauce squad. They're just gonna have to keep up what they've been doing all game. Duda taking his time in the air, but I don't think he has much more touches. He's on 0, and he's trying to force some plays. His third man has been demoed, and he's kind of stranded on an island here. Decibel trying to make something out of nothing, but it's touched away by Wimpulse. Something we've noticed kind of so far is this Hot Sauce squad loves to get physical on their demos. It seems to be how they're opening up the plays and getting their goals that they have. They kind of figured it out in the last few games, and it could help them win this whole game series. 10 seconds remain. Doug Esports needs a miracle. They get a demo, but Gio, the one to clutch it out and able to get the touches for his team to secure this Game 4 win and their first week win of the Summer League series. Well done there from Hot Sauce. They played great. They were able to adapt. They started off a little unfortunate. They were up, and then they fell down to Doug, but those last 3 games, they were able to hold Doug to minimal goals. And it's what helped them win the series overall. Props to Pixel picking it up too. I know his first game he looked a little shaky, but he made some spectacular saves towards the end of the series, as well as some crucial bumps. And if we remember that little fake play from him and Gio, props to him with the series. But Gio, the front man, able to help his team take that dub, and they're going to be ready for week number 2 soon. So let's go, before we be right back, let's go preview our 7 p.m. game real quick. All right, so if I am not mistaken, yes, we have Galvanized Steel versus Dream Blunt Rotation. That is who you guys will be watching here soon. It could be at 7, it could be earlier, depending on if we have our players here on time. But again, thank you all for sticking around and watching the first games of the first week for the Summer League 2024 CRL West 6-Man's series. Again, my name is Beanboy Corbin. Thank you all, and good luck to the next casters out here. They're going to be great, and I hope you all enjoy.
Rising with each beat of the music is bringing. We're flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Welcome, my heart so full. I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive. We're just listening. We're existing. We stay when the music plays. Let's drop below where the people sway. A little bit of light, a little bit of gold. Under pressure, you start to fold like a diamond from gold. Maybe you are something I cannot define. Maybe you are the fallen kind. I lead them with violence, the silent side of me. We see where fire starts to breathe. When I would lay in silence, the voice inside of me made me use my mind right. Use my mind right. Use my mind right.
We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them.
Turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. You're silent, bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. You're silent, bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild, 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 wild.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul.
cracking.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back. This is our second game for week 1 of the CRL West 6-Man's Summer Series, and I am here.
Insta death. Oh wait, is it Decibel, not me?
Doug Esports, and I'm very happy with that one. So yeah, and I've got here next to me my guy Kevin. How's it going, Kevin? You excited?
Hello. It is going good. I'm very excited to be here. Hopefully the internet continues to work absolutely wonderful and there are no hiccups. But we're very excited to come in here and just play some good old Rocket League, really. And yeah, no, like I said, the internet is, we might be having a little bit of troubles with the internet, but one of these days we'll get the game rolling. Let's talk about our matchup for today. I believe it should just be, was it Galvanized Steel, versus Dream Blunt Rotation. Some absolute, gamer names happening, in for our teams. But on team Dream Blunt Rotation, we have Evsky, Stunt, CMF, which is all great players. Fantastic. Played with a couple of them during the preseason. It was a wonderful time. And then for Galvanized Steel, we got Lin, Cone, and Chef Tavo. Chef Tavo, I actually saw his hat. It was in the general chat. We were talking about it. He actually has a chef hat, and it is beautiful. It's a beautiful hat. But yeah, we're gonna definitely play some good Rocket League, I feel.
I think I'm back. I heard I had some Decibel net. That was the
Yes.
comms. Yeah, and so I think
Yep.
I'm good now. I think I'm good. You know, it happens. This is always the way it is. I had to, go through a little bit of Decibel net during the last series, but every once in a while it's bound to happen, and we push through. So I fixed that up, and we should be good now. And I think we've got all the teams ready to go. I threw you an invite as well, so you should be able to join.
Yep.
And we'll go ahead and tell these guys to join up and start playing their game. And yeah, I'm excited. Like you said, Galvanized Steel, Dream Blunt Rotation, these should be some very good players. And we're going to be ready to watch them play right into the start of the game. The green on one side and the gray on the other.
Number 1.
Let's see what happens. Chef Tavo already up for the ball. You can see the kind of plain gray of Galvanized Steel. That was their color scheme that they wanted to go with, and got to respect it. They're looking to just be clean and deadly, appearing to the other opponents. And yeah, Lin already trying to get that shot on goal. He's going to pop it up. There goes Tavo, who gets 50'd out by Stunt. And so far, a good back and forth between these two teams to open up the game.
I'm still not in the game. Decibel, please carry me.
You're good.
Yes,
I got you.
excellent gameplay. No, and especially in series like this, it's important to really focus on getting things done quickly. It's not too long of a series. You don't have much time as in a best of 7 to really carry the ball a little bit and make a lot of team plays. So I'm very excited to see how the players really connect with what's going on in the series rather than just game by game.
I agree, yeah. And this might be the first time that these teams actually do play with each other. I know they have, gotten a couple warm-ups before, but this is their first game, at least for Dream Blunt Rotation. Actually, maybe for both of these teams. No, I'm trying to think of who's played previously. But either way, this is at least the first day that they've been playing with each other in a competitive scenario. So we're gonna have to see how they mesh, how they gel, so to speak. And Cone already trying to get that offensive pressure, takes a shot on net. Ebsky's able to put it away to the side. Tavo does miss a little bit there, not enough boost to go for it. Cone, the sub stand-in for the team captain Shark for Galvanized Steel, has been putting in a lot of work on the offense already, and it's good to see. On the other side, CMF almost had that one, but Cone, again, able to tip it away.
Yeah, and here we go. Ed the Pleb making a play in midfield. Now, oh my gosh. It's so hard to cast when you can't see what's going on. Sorry, I'm having some major lag issues, but hopefully it'll clear up a little bit. And the Pleb tosses into midfield, goes for a second touch, trying to not let the first team get a hold of it, but they do. Send it bang on net, but is saved by Stuns. Still a lot of pressure for Orange team here. We'll see if they can turn it around. Yellow, oh! Blue team making some good saves, getting some good counters. Unfortunately, it's staying just right in front of their net.
Yeah, this ball is bouncing back and forth, and it looks like both teams are equally scrappy today, looking for that first goal. It's going to be a a quick goal. I can tell. I mean, it's coming in here, right? There you go. Called it. I might have been a caster curse a little bit,
Yeah,
but
and there it
Evsky's gonna
is.
put in the first
Yeah, you
goal
called it.
of the
It
game.
was right there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
there's a lot of like domination like on the orange offense. They were just really just hammering it down in there, but unfortunately they just weren't able to get it into the back of the net. The blue team just 2 seconds offense, and they're like, all right, let's get it in, and they got it in some beautiful plays as well.
exactly. And something to take note of as well for Dream Blunt Rotation, Stunt already with 3 saves to start off the game, 400 points at the top of his team's scoreboard. And even as the last pick for his team, he's still able to make that kind of impact that his team needs him to do. And whether or not he's scoring or not, it wasn't his goal, but he did make that kind of impact to get his team the goal. And yeah, other than that, oh yeah, and for your internet, you might as well just turn off your camera or something. See if that helps you out. You know, I know the tips for fixing
Yeah,
decibel net. Trust me, it's something that
yeah,
happens to me very often. But oh, another
let me
pressure
try
from
that.
CMF, almost able to get it past, and he's gonna get a 50. Oh, what a
That might have
demo from
actually
CMF!
helped
Opens up the net
instantly.
for Stunt. Look at that, straight into the net. Good pass and touch and go for the team on Dream Blunt rotation.
Yeah, beautiful. And there's still a minute and a half left. I've seen some crazy turnarounds in game, so it might still be easily possible for a comeback for this orange team here. So let's see if they can do it. An okay kick. Oh, not a great kickoff, actually, giving an open attempt for blue team, but is saved by Chef Tava, who takes it into the corner. Now with 0 boost, Cone having to take over, gives it to blue team as they try to get it out. But it ends up
Almost.
going midfield. Chef Top now in mid, going up the wall. All the boost. Defender's on the wall. He gets knocked away, and CMF will take it. See if he can do anything with it. No. Orange, open
Uh-oh.
net. There's a
Open net.
possibility. There's no defenders.
Oh
They
no.
have all the time in the world, and off the back wall, Chef Tavo gets the second touch for a goal. Like I said, they've still got time. They've still got plenty of time.
Agreed, yeah. And they really bounced back pretty quickly from that previous goal. And what a demoralizing goal that was before, with Ebsky getting that demo and Stunt just tapping it in. But turning right around and being able to get a goal right back is a very, very much
Yeah.
good mentality, at least for Galvanized Steel. And here they come again, almost a shot that goes on
Yeah.
target. And Lin just barely off to the left side, unable to put it in the back of the net. And Chef Tavo still
Ooh.
pressing on and seeing if they can get one more goal, trying to tie up this game. 1 minute to play, a pass infield, Lin gets a touch, CMF up to save it, and Stunt's going to be able to clear it out. So far, good job from Dream Blunt Rotation to play defense when it's necessary, although, they did have that wide open net given to Galvanized Steel a little bit earlier. Other than that, I think they've stood pretty strong on the defensive half.
Yeah, no, and that's really what it's gonna take. It's gonna take some really strong defense in these games where we have some really high level players who know what
Uh-oh.
they're doing and know how to play, and those demos are gonna come out. It's gonna be close, but if you have that strong defense, you can really make anything work. And I think that's really what blue team has here is they've shown they off to make both small laps in defense, but they have just some really solid midfield plays as well. And they're really just able to take a bit here. Orange team, though, possibly making some last attempts there to tie up the game. Taking it to overtime. One last attempt, but it's going to touch ground and Dream Blunt rotation for the win.
Yeah, and I think they really earned that win. Like I said earlier, Stunt with 3 saves, and he did get those 3 at the beginning of the game. Didn't expand on them throughout the rest of it, but he made his impact in other ways. A couple shots, a goal, and an assist. All-around player Stunt at the top of the leaderboard for Dream Blunt Rotation.
Mhm.
And he's a big reason why they
Yeah,
got that
no.
win at the end there. He really deserved,
Yeah.
all those stats that he collected, and for his team getting that win was definitely tough, but he was able to do it.
Exactly, and that's where it comes down to. It's just like that defense is so insane. I'm like, look at the amount of saves and the shots on goal that Galvanized Steel was able to just put on net, but each one of them blocked
Mhm.
by so many and all the players on Dream Blunt rotation. They were all in there, all making plays and all making great saves.
Yeah.
And the one goal that they let in was just a lapse in defense, where literally no one was in net, and
True.
that third person just wasn't able to make the play.
Yeah, agreed. And we will have to see how Galvanized Steel are going to be able to bounce back from that loss. I think that they have the ability to do so, especially looking very strong. Like I said earlier, Cone is the stand-in substitute for the team captain of Galvanized Steel, Shark, who was unable to make it today. And so I think that Cone has already done a great job stepping in for the team and filling that role that Shark probably
Yeah.
would have played. and he's done a good enough job to the point where they held it to only 1 goal in game 1, which is definitely easy enough to put kind of away in the back of their heads, especially if they're going to get that save. Good save from Lin. But yeah, put it away in the back of your
Like
head.
once
Just move on to game 2, and you'll be good.
Yeah, no, it happens all the time where it's just like these 1-goal games that make a difference, but in mentality, like a 1-goal game is really nothing. It's definitely not as bad as losing 3 goals down and getting auto saves. They were playing really well that first game, and honestly could have gotten more if the blue defense had just gotten a little bit worse over time. But we'll have to see if, as the series continues, they can crack down on that defense and figure out what on orange offense isn't allowing to make these goals. Then I think we can definitely see a really good comeback come in where they get the rest of the game in lock.
I agree. I agree, and it will take a decent amount of adjusting to this kind of demo-heavy gameplay that Dream Blunt Rotation has put on the field, especially with Stunt, pushing up and getting that physicality and pushing out, the defenders, bumping them, getting rid of them specifically for Ebsky to come in and score goals. That's what we saw last game, and that might be something they continue to do this game. So far, though, Galvanized Steel has done a very good job of playing defense. Lin is going to touch the ball up to the ceiling, is going to catch it right after. Stunt turns around, not enough boost, and he's going to have to tap it into the corner for Ebsky, who's going to catch it full boost, looking to take it across his net. Not always a very advisable option, but looked like he had full control there. And although he did end up putting it away to Galvanized Steel, who are still charging in, Lin, the 50 midfield, no one's going to jump for that. Neither is Ebsky, though, so he will be able to turn and take his time. Ebsky up into the air, looking for his teammate in the midfield, couldn't find him. CMF had turned away, and the attack is going to have to wither away right now for Dream Blunt Rotation as the clear comes out from Lin, and they'll have to reset and try again.
Yeah, and here it is. You just really have to keep an eye out for them passing plays and those really solid just teamwork opportunities. Because that's really what you can do. In the higher level lobbies, there's a lot of really good solo plays, but oftentimes they're predictable. And so if you're really able to get those team plays, it really makes a beautiful team, even on the offense. Just getting your teammates to really touch the ball and getting around other players. And here's a little bit of solo play coming out from Stunt. A beautiful double touch around the first offender here, Chef Tavo. Beautifully over him, and then Lin just not reading the double touch. Fortunately, it was in. But, it's just a beautiful play. But, sometimes you don't need team, right? You can just solo, just hit it around 2 defenders, and that's really all you need.
I agree. Yeah, Stunt has been that man for his team. If solo plays are needed, he's clearly been able to prove that he is an all-around player and able to step in very well for his team when they need him in that kind of, that ambiguous space that sometimes happens on the Rocket League pitch where, your team might have a missed rotation or an opportunity that was missed. But like I said, opportunity that was missed, and Cone is not going to miss that one. He's going to be able to clean up this touch into the middle. It looks like Ebsky tried to clear it out. Lin, a good touch, and Tavo, what a touch to get it away from Stunt. Kind of looked like he was just jumping across the net uselessly there, but instead, what a touch, and he read the game better than I did, better than the other team did, and he was able to put it in the back of the net there.
Yeah, it was just beautiful touch. It's a really great outfield pass, keeping it away from the defender and getting it to your teammates. And that's once again, like, the team plays that really come out in 3v3 Rocket League is just incredible. And a beautiful shot by Lin, but just saved by Eb the Pleb. By Ebsky making such a beautiful save. It was almost an incredible goal, but oh my gosh, it was so close. But here we go, Orange team once again making a play. Chef Topo and Zarbu's gonna have to 50 it. Giving it to Ebsky, who now gives it to CMF, and there's those team plays coming out, but Stunt not able to get the double. And here it goes back into orange half, and in their corner, they'll take possession as they boom it out to the blue half. Stunt's gonna take possession here, gets it around Lin, goes to Cone, but Cone backs off, preferring it to take possession in his corner, but he pinches it away. Now just after Tavo, and here we see the blue offense really coming back out again. And we'll see if they can put it in the back of the net.
Almost a chance there again from Dream Blunt Rotation, and we did see the opportunities, like you said, but never really coming to fruition, and the game stays tied here. Going into 1 minute remaining, Lin is going to put that pressure on. Lin has been a good player to put that pressure on. I know from experience playing with him in the last Summer League that he's got the opportunities to take advantage, but instead the person who takes advantage first is Stunt. And as much as I've talked about him today already, I might as well keep talking about him some more because he keeps putting in the work for Dream Blunt rotation. And stat line on the game right now has got 2 goals and 2 shots, just 100% shooting accuracy from Stunt, and that's all he needs to do to put his team up by 1 goal with 45 seconds left. And we'll have to see if Galvanized Steel, how they're going to be able to bounce back. It's going to take a good effort, but we'll have to see if it can start right now.
Exactly, and that goal is like exactly what I'm talking about with those team plays. As soon as you're able to as soon as you're down to one defender, if you're two offenders, it should be just a simple goal. On average.
I don't know what's happening there. It looks like it's an open net. Oh
On
boy.
blue team, and Lin scores the honestly typical read off the back wall here. Really good back net, and yeah, well, just some unpredictability making the defense uncomfortable, and it goes right in. And unfortunately, that's case for blue team as blue team ties it up here with 15 seconds left in the game. We'll see if they can pull through and take it to overtime or even.
I think they have a good chance of doing it. Honestly, I think that this game, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if someone scored really quickly right now, or if it goes to overtime. And last couple seconds
Yeah.
wind off the clock, and we'll have to wait and see if anyone gets a chance. If it is, it's going to be
Here's an
Chef
opportunity for
Bravo.
orange team.
Couldn't get it. He's on the
Opportunity
ball
for orange
still.
team, but
Hits the
no, he's
ground.
gonna put it down.
There you go. And we go straight
Okay.
into
Overtime.
We're going to have to see what happens. I think, honestly, if I were to guess right now, I think the goal that comes is, like you said, it's going to come off of a team play. So far, these teams have been very team-oriented, looking for their teammates when there's an option, a pop-up from Chef Tava that almost goes through. And instead, CMF is going to be able to barely clear it out, but here comes Lin.
Oh, the
Puts
dunk.
the other team into the weight room and says, back to the lobby with you guys, as he just forces it straight through Stunt, who's done a great job of playing defense. Tried to pop it over Lin, but instead he read it all the way, and Lin ties up the series for Galvanized Steel. We go 1-1 into game 3.
Yeah, just a beautiful chunky 50 from Lin there for the final goal to get Galvanized Steel a win, and that's what I'm saying. That first game was super tight with just a with just a 1 goal lead for Dream Blunt rotation, but that's all you really need is to like not lose that mentality, because these 1 goal games really mean nothing for mentality. Like, you know, it was such a tight game. Everyone was playing really well. And that's what I want to see more of. And we see it again here in second game with only a 1 goal lead, but for the other team. So that's how we see how really tight that these games are.
Agreed, agreed. And that was a very close one, especially because Stunt again at the top of the leaderboard for his team. But another notable name to mention, Lin at the top of the leaderboard for his. Galvanized Steel with 2 goals, 5 shots, and 2 saves. Did all that he needed to do to get his team the win. And although they did get it in overtime, it did look like Lin was dominant throughout the entire game. And if he's able to step up for these next 2 games, we could see a repeat scenario of the last series in which, you know, the first game goes one team's way and the next 3 go the other. If they're able to build momentum off of it. But knowing best of 5 series, it is going to come down to who wins this game 3, the most pivotal game in the series, and we'll have to see who is able to close it out here. As Galvanized Steel starts their attack first. Cone looking to get past Stunt, who has never been one to give up easily, and takes that away. CMF now on the other side for the attack for Dream Blunt rotation. Goes for the fake instead, looking for a bump. No one was there to really get bumped. And it's going to lead to an attack for Galvanized Steel onto the other side. Ooh, what a shot almost from the Chef, and he couldn't quite slot that into the net. Ebski's going to miss it up in the air. The ball right now is just kind of ping-ponging back and forth between the two sides. No one's gotten a good chance until now. Stunt almost puts it past off of that rebound off the backboard from CMF. But what a jump in from Cone to get that save. And so far, Galvanized Steel has survived the onslaught from Dream Blunt rotation. But they're going to need to create some offense of their own.
No, they definitely are, and here it is. We once again see these beautiful team passes and plays where everyone on the team is just there when they need to be. And it's those kind of plays that really get them the goals that they need to win. And Ed the play with a huge jump, just completely beating Galvanized Steel's there up in the air, taking the offense there. Make good cutting back.
Oh, almost getting past.
Almost. But here we go. Chef Tavo 50 giving it back to orange team. Touch mid, but no one is there on their team to meet them. Cone trying to stall them, letting the orange team get back. Pass some midfield from CMF. Now to Ebski. Oh no, unfortunately it's blocked backboard by Chef Tavo, and here it goes back to orange team, pushing Dream Blunt rotation onto defense. Now they're back onto offense. This is just ping pong once again in the midfield. Orange team now taking it into the field again. No, now it's CMF booming it off the backboard straight to Chef Tavo.
Great demo.
Orange team now with possession.
Okay. Wow, this is a
Wonderful
back
demo.
and forth game for sure. I can't even really tell what's going on anymore
This is
because
a
it just
very
looks like
back and forth
everyone's
game.
just jumping up and down and side to side looking for the ball, trying to get the that one crucial
Yeah.
touch maybe, but more of a lucky touch is I think what people are looking for right now to get that ball past the opponents. And we're gonna have to see who's gonna be able to get it first as we creep up on halfway played through this game. And neither team has really looked to have a great opportunity other than a couple from the crossbar that have gone off. And as I say that,
Oh,
might
and
have cursed it again.
there it
And the
is.
pleb off of the backboard. Like I said, I was about to say, a couple chances that have just kind of glanced off the backboard and off the crossbar, and no one's been able to capitalize, but Evsky is going to take that himself and put his team up one
Yeah.
right at the halfway point of the game.
Yeah, we saw like there was so much back and forth, and once you reach like half of the game with just nothing being scored, you start to lose your rotations a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And we saw that a little bit of orange team where none of the defenders really had defense and sorry, not defense, boost, and they weren't really in the right position, and that kind of like lapse in defense so late into the game, or so into a score is really difficult to really play for.
Oh
And
boy,
Lin
that was
just
a good
lobbing it
try.
on net. It was. And
We're
here
gonna
we
have to see what
go.
Stunt can
Chef
do here.
Chavo now taking it in the corner, going off the sidewall, pass midfield to
Good
Conan.
pass.
It's a beautiful shot, and there we see once again team play is
True.
what's making goals in these 3v3 lobbies, and I see it all the time where it's just someone goes for a solo play. There's 2, 3 defenders in net, and it's just not going to go through. But as soon as you look around for your teammate who is much closer than goal line, he can just sneak it around and get the right angle. Here we go, a good kickoff for Galvanized Steel. Can they
Oh
put it
boy.
in? And Cone just absolutely putting dimes on net, just sniping it from
There you
just
go.
some amazing shots here. Around 3 defenders. Absolutely incredible, and a really good kickoff for Orange team.
That's a good, yeah, that's a great shot from Cone. But honestly, he kind of, just put the ball where it needed to go, and especially taking advantage of the mistakes from Dream Blunt rotation. Like you said, all 3 go, but none of them really able to get good contact on that ball. And instead, it's going to go straight to Cone, and Cone able to slot it back in. And now CMF's going to have to look for some sort of momentum to change as Galvanized Steel gets 2 quick ones, and they look to be running away with it unless the Dream Blunt rotation team is able to bounce back from this. And as of right now, it doesn't look like they're quite locked in quite in sync is what I meant to say on those double commits. They've gone a couple times, multiple people up for the ball. But we will have to see if they can adapt to that. Chef Tavo right now carrying it completely over the defenders who are unable to touch it so far. And they're still, getting these light touches that aren't quite, solid enough clears. Although here comes CMF, has an opportunity, and Stunt just absolutely playing the mind games, doing the dirty work up on the front lines. And while I said that he's gotten those demos and bumps to get his teammates free goals, I would like to see more out of him in that regards, and he shows me exactly that. It's gonna get that bump to clear the way. CMF able to just walk it straight in.
Exactly. I was gonna say, I think we're once again seeing those dirty demos coming out from Dream Blunt rotation. But once again, that's sometimes just what it takes to really make some solid plays on offense. And especially when you're down 1 goal with a minute left, I don't judge them for it at all. And this is Rocket League. But here we go. See Orange trying to push back, not happy with what happened to them last goal. They're trying to make some plays, jumping for balls. Lin now taking possession. We'll see Chef Tavo there to grab it. Now off to Cone, but with a 50 from Stunt, it's really any person's game here. Evsky shooting it high. Lin's there to control it off the ceiling. Now down. There's 4 people in the corner. What is it gonna do? Cone gets the clear. Stunt kind of touching it once more to get it to his team in the corner. 10 seconds left. Shot opportunity for Orange team, cleared by Evsky. And this might just touch ground and go back to overtime. With our second overtime of the series.
Yeah, way too many overtimes for my liking. I will say, I do like when
No,
those
we had
games
some
kind of.
last game too. You were playing one last game,
True,
actually.
true. That's why I'm starting to get the PTSD from those overtimes, but it might end quickly there as the last man from
And there you
Galvanized
go,
Steel
problem
couldn't get
solved.
a touch, and Evsky's just going to carry it straight past. Look at this from Evsky. Full control of the ball all the way up, and Cone, last man to jump, and it looked like Lin just had no boost in the midfield. Stunt, just kind of looking around for someone to demo. Didn't need to do anything this time. And Dream Blunt Rotation takes that pivotal series lead. Like I said, game 3s are important, and if they run away with this one,
Yeah,
and if they're able to even just play solid enough in game 4 to either get the win or demoralize Galvanized Steel, it could be the series if they're able to clean it up now.
exactly, yeah. And it really is like just Dream Blunt Rotation just quickly returning the quick early kickoff goal from earlier in this
True, true.
earlier in the main game. And sometimes it's all it takes to just really clear out just a quick game or two. But yeah, soon quickly get into game number 4 here. All right.
Let's see how this kickoff goes. Ooh, and it's going to go all the way back to the Dream Blunt Rotation side. They're going to be able to take possession off the bat, and we do know that CMF likes to take possession. Throughout this game, we've been talking about Stunt, we've been talking about Evsky, but CMF at least has been that solid man, being a good teammate for his players, and knowing that when they need to go for the ball or when they need like something done, he's going to be there to back them up all the way. And we're going to have to see if he can step up, not necessarily individually. Uh-oh, that might not be the way you want him to step up, as the touch almost goes past the goal. Instead, it hits that right crossbar, and it bounces straight back in. Cone, who dunks CMF right there, and Evsky just could not read that, and Chef Tavo comes in for the cleanup goal. Galvanized Steel, quick bounce back, and maybe that's the answer that they needed to that game win previously from Dream Blunt Rotation. We'll have to see if this can get them that game 4 win that they so desperately need.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it's definitely like coming into the last couple of games of the series, see the mentality really sticks together. But I'm gonna have to ask you, Carrie, once again, because my laptop's about to die. Yeah,
You're good.
quality stream, everybody. All right, I'll be right back.
You're good, go for it. All right, into the rest of this game. 1 minute has passed through, and we're gonna have to see what Dream Blunt Rotation can do to respond to that goal previously from Galvanized Steel. Galvanized Steel I've been very impressed with so far. Like I've mentioned, Shark has stepped out for today's matches, and they have Cone stepping in, and they're doing a great job. And like I said, Dream Blunt Rotation needed an answer. Instead, Galvanized Steel is going to put another one in the back of the net. And CMF looking a little bit awkward there, didn't really have much control of the ball, had the 50 Lin, who charged in incredibly quickly there. And Chef Tavo, again, another cleanup goal for Chef Tavo. Nice and easy for him. But not the answer that Dream Blunt Rotation quite wanted to that goal previously from Galvanized Steel, and they are going to have to try and get creative, I think, is what they need to do, as Lin and Chef Tavo and Cone right now are kind of dominating them on the offensive half. They're not able to get out of that side to create their own offense. We'll have to see what ends up happening, but I think what has to happen is it has to start here, and they need to get out of their own half and create some of their own offense if they want any chance at getting back into this game.
Yeah, no, I agree. With 2 goals down, already so quick into the match, I think this might be a good chance for Galvanized Steel to really make some plays and really get into the mental state of Dream Blunt Rotation and really start making some plays. And a beautiful pinch in the midfield, really just immediately turning it around. Just absolutely incredible.
Wow, that's
Oh my
unlucky.
gosh.
You can't do much when someone like Lin is just gonna jump and completely ego challenge the heck out of you. I mean, there's not much else you can do. And Dream Blunt Rotation are just continuing to let these slip past them. A couple mistakes earlier, but also a couple really great challenges from Galvanized Steel, especially from Lin and Cone, who have gotten those 50s to push the ball through into the net or out to a teammate. And they've done a good team overall job of being able to tap away anything that's coming towards their net really quickly and turning that straight around into an attack. And as I say that again, Lin getting a nice clear there to back up Chef Tavo, who wasn't able to get that touch. And Cone again playing good defense. Stunt now is going to have to create something. Instead, CMF actually cuts him off and pops it over onto the crossbar. A chance for Evsky, who isn't able to get that connection. And the ball's just going to float right back out to Cone, who is again going to get it clear. Oh, good pass midfield, almost able to connect, is Lin. Instead, he's going to have to wait for one more chance, and So far, a lot of midfield play for these two teams, a couple close shots, but nothing quite amounting to a goal just yet. Although Stunt has a chance here, he does put it past the last two defenders on Galvanized Steel. Stunt trying to recreate what he did in that first game and the third game as well, kind of taking control of Dream Blunt rotation and doing everything he needs to on the pitch to get his team that goal and hopefully get them this win.
Exactly, yeah. We really see just Stunt's precision coming out in that shot. It was an absolute just perfection goal. Just putting it around the last two defenders. And here we see Tavo taking it in his corner, giving it to Cone, who has more boost. And here it goes. Ev the Pleb able to make a play. And the demo coming out. Not enough though. Cone in the right position, able to make the save. And now Orange team gonna have to make some plays with their low boost. They might have to work some things out here. See how it goes. Cone with a challenge, missing it in the air. Chef Tavo now having to take control. Not the best aerial, using a lot of boost. Now it goes back to blue team, who's 100% ready to take that ball. Now they take it, hopefully looking for something. At the Pleb, missing. So now Cone has the opportunity to put it around a lot of the offenders. And yeah, now it's just a little bit of a back and forth in the midfield. I mean, no, this is when we really have to see just a lot of quick gameplay happening in order for a team to really take control and use what they have. And Lin once again showing just an absolute amazing play. But now it goes back to the blue team, and it's so tight. There's just so much happening.
There's way
It's
too
just
much happening.
and back and forth for so long, and then as soon as something starts happening, another thing happens, and it's once again just we're seeing just some great gameplay coming out from both players, and it's just hard to keep in track of it all when just so much is happening.
I agree. I think that's just that kind of what's it called? The pressure, the game 4 pressure that's kind of setting in on these two teams. I think Dream Blunt Rotation knows they have to get quick shots on goal to try and get the ball through. And here comes two more. Chef Tavo getting both of those saves. Stunt gonna get one more, and Chef another clear for good measure. But yeah, like I said, it's that game 4 pressure. The nerves are coming in, especially for Dream Blunt Rotation, who want to clean this up and not let it go to a game 5. What a touch though. CMF almost has a chance. Oh, and a good attempt to save it there. And that looked like that might have been Lin, I think, from Galvanized Steel, who really, he had to do something. It was kind of floating back towards his net, and he didn't have much of a chance other than to try and read it. Instead, ends up pinching it into his own net. 9 seconds left. There is a chance left for Dream Blunt Rotation. It has to come off this kickoff.
And unfortunately, I don't think that was the kickoff they're looking for, but Ev the Pleb able to take it into the air, has an opportunity if he gets it around. That was the chance they needed, but unfortunately the defense from Galvanized Steel able to keep it out and able to keep the dreams alive, now tying up the series.
Damn.
Incredible, incredible. And now we go to game number, what is this, game number 5? Is
This
this
is
the
game number 5.
deciding game?
That's it. This is
Game
it.
number 5, match
These
point.
two teams got to
Match
lock
point,
in
last
right
game.
now. It's going to be a close one,
They
I
got
can
to
tell.
lock in.
It's been back and forth. We
Both
saw
teams.
Dream Blunt Rotation, I think, took game 1, and then Galvanized Steel game 2, Dream Blunt 3, and Galvanized back with game 4. It's just a back and forth battle, very scrappy between these two teams,
really
and
is.
they really have a couple more chances to prove why they deserve this win. And each player, we have been talking about the team play this entire series, and I think that's going to need to continue, but I think there is going to have to be one player to step up, whether that be Stunt or Ebsky or CMF from Dream Blunt Rotation, or Lin, Chef Tava, or Cone for Galvanized Steel. And I say all of them because they've all made their impact in certain ways. It's going to be one of them, I think, that steps up to get their team this win.
Yeah, no, I agree. Those team plays are really going to be coming in handy and going to be really important, especially in game number 5 when the tensions are high. Like, this is where everything that we have been fighting for in the rest of the series comes down into one game. Just winner takes all, and that's it. Nothing of the other games mattered. They were all super tight, only winning by 1 goal for either team. And now this is the game that matters. Just incredibly close, and here we go. Blue team making that, just making that known as they get some early pressure on the field. Now orange team replying with their own pressure. Chef Tavo misses a touch on net from the air. But Lin challenging, keeping it in play, and orange team has some really good opportunities here. And now Blue team pushes it back into their
Okay.
own half. Lin with the clear, now giving it back to blue team. Giving it back to Dream Blunt rotation, and here we go. It's stuck in the corner a little bit. Both teams trying to get it out. Stunt, now taking it in the corner. Puts it in front of the net, but no one from the orange team is there. Some interesting things happening in the midfield, and unfortunately Cone gets a piece of it. Once again, just waiting in the midfield, waiting for a player to touch it. And I think that's one big thing is we really need to work on like just focusing on the midfield, knowing what's happening there, because there's so much I feel like the missed opportunities in the midfield for so many teams to make a play.
Yeah, they've all had their chances in the midfield, and it has been a lot more back and forth on offense and on defense. But yeah, that midfield has not necessarily been capitalized fully, in my opinion, to its fullest extent. So we're gonna have to see which team is able to capitalize upon that midfield space that's been given to them. I think from my point of view so far, it has been Dream Blunt rotation that's been making a couple more mistakes in that midfield, a couple double commits and triple commits even that have left the goal open for more free galvanized steel goals. And they have to really tighten that up if they're going to want to reduce the number of free goals that they're giving to the other team and create some of their own. For now, though, it looks like Cone is going to back pass it to Chef Tavo, and Chef Tavo trying to take control. Has Cone in the midfield. Will he look for him? He does. What a great pass, too. Cone onto the backboard himself.
Ooh.
Lin coming in for the cleanup, and it's 1, 2, 3 for Galvanized Steel, and they take the lead in game number 5.
Yeah, and there we go. Once again, just some beautiful team plays with Cone putting it on the backboard. Just a missed shot, but it's a beautifully placed missed shot. Perfectly passing it midfield for that finish. And we once again see those team plays coming out. We really want to see just, yeah, those mistakes from blue team really getting fixed up a little bit, have a little bit more cohesiveness, work on just communication, really. I think will definitely help just tighten up their offense a little bit. And especially their defense and midfield play. Like, you know, there's definitely not just one thing to Rocket League. It's all three. You have to worry about midfield, defense, just so much, so much. And I think the communication is definitely key. And I think that's definitely something that Dream Blunt rotation can really work together into making their team a little bit tighter here. But they do have some opportunities with some low boost defense. But unfortunately, they find just enough boost to put a shot on net. And here we go, Orange team making some really good plays, getting it around some defenders. And here we go. Some opportunities. Now we're back into the midfield. We really want to see just this blue team just tighten up their midfield a little bit. Hopefully they can get the clear all the way across and find a goal to tie up the game with only 1 minute and 40 seconds left.
Oh,
And here's an opportunity with
There you go.
Evsky getting the shot around Lin, tying up the series
Oh,
in the
boy.
nick of time.
I saw that coming. I think it was just a little bit of an overextension from Galvanized Steel. They were kind of just pushing on, and I respect that. You know, even when you have the lead, especially if it's only a 1-goal lead, like it has been this entire series, you want to continue to extend. You want to show the other team that you're not going to let up at all. You're not going to, you know, kind of roll up into a ball and let them attack you and try and protect. But I think there was a little bit too much, and they kind of gave a free one away to Evsky. Although a free one might be coming back their way as a good shot from Lin. CMF is going to have to tap that one away quickly. Chef Tavo still putting on the pressure. CMF off to the side. Up is Cone. Tries to beat out Evsky, but Evsky's too quick for him. And a redirect from Lin might be going back towards his net. What an unfortunate touch there. He couldn't quite get the read on the ball that he wanted. And instead, Evsky is going to just get a free one there as he still has just enough boost to get up to that ball and tap it in.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with you, but it might just be going the same way that game 1 went, with some really tight gameplay, ending with a 1-goal lead for Dream Blunt rotation here, because they're just making some beautiful plays, and our amazing players on Galvanized Steel just not able to really get the exact plays that they're looking for. And once again, those demos coming out from Blue Team, I think it might just be enough to secure this victory. But there's still a minute left and only 1 goal necessary to keep Galvanized Steel in the game. So we'll see if they can keep it alive for just a little bit longer. And here's a flip reset coming in from Evsky, but unfortunately not on target.
Oh, no!
An Orange team with an insane over from Cone.
What the heck?
No, and that might just be the nail in the coffin,
Oh my
sending
god.
them home today.
That's got to be one of the
Also,
most unfortunate flips.
137 kilometers per hour is
Oh, that's quick.
an incredible shot.
Yeah, that's just something that you can't do much about. It did seem like I think it was Stunt maybe who had gotten that touch midfield, and unfortunately it just kind of sat right in the waiting arms of Lin, who or sorry of Cone, who had unfortunately flipped in the wrong direction. Might have a chance here though if Chef Tao was able to get this past CMF, and he doesn't in time. We do have 20 seconds left though. Opportunity still available as Cone almost able to remedy his previous mistake, but instead he couldn't quite get that shot on target. And it is going to come back the other way. Evsky, though, up quick for that, shutting anything down before it even starts. And he's still able to get that read.
Ooh.
10 seconds left, and Galvanized Steel needs something to go now. Otherwise, it's not happening, and there's a couple misses, but Evsky able to tap it away. And after all of the one-goal games, after all of the close games, 1, 2, 3, 4, Game 5 goes the way of Dream Blunt Rotation, finally able to break through and clean up the series and get the series win.
Yeah, no, just absolutely some incredible gameplay coming out from both teams. But unfortunately, Dream Blunt Rotation sending it off, and unfortunately, game number 5 was the only game that didn't end in just one singular point, unfortunately for both teams there. Just some amazing gameplay from both teams, and I definitely think that it was an incredible series just to watch, just a wonderful time, and definitely.
Yeah, I think it was really well played by both teams. They knew their strengths coming into the series. I think there were a couple mistakes from Dream Blunt Rotation that they probably want back, especially with the, I think it was the, it was a couple triple commits that they had in the midfield that kind of gave um, uh, Galvanized Steel a couple opportunities that I'm sure, like I said, Dream Blunt Rotation probably want back. But at the end of the day, you know, getting a series win, even if it took it to Game 5, it's not something to be upset about. You know, you got the win at the end of the day. Even with all those close games, I think it could have gone either way. And yeah, I mean, I just want to congratulate Galvanized Steel on a great series played, especially like I said, Colin
Yeah.
stepping in for the team captain Shark. He did a great job there, and Lin and Chef Tavo as well. Everyone put up a great fight against Dream Blunt Rotation, but Ebsky, CMF, and Stunt were just a little bit too much for them. And in the end, that's gonna be the end of the series. And we actually do have one more series coming up next for you guys. It is going to be, I believe, Bava and the Buoys 2.0. So for those of you guys who have been following along, that's been a team that we watched previously in last year's summer series, and they actually took the entire thing home with them, champions of the 2023 Summer League Series, and they've kind of reiterated. They've created some new players. We have Bava and Katala still coming back, but now Curly Fry is stepping in. So Bava and the Buoys 2.0 are up next against, I believe it is. Actually, I have no idea what team it is. Let me check. It is, I think CAZ Backpack. Let me review that though real quick. Yeah, they'll be playing CAZ Backpack, someone who played off stream previously, but they also have a game under their belt. So we'll see how this goes for those two teams. And yeah, any last thoughts on this series, Kevin? Anything that you think could have gone better for a team, or anything that you think a team did well, and just overall thoughts? What do you think happened?
I think it was a great, just really tight and really close series just all around, and I definitely want to see these players keeping up the just the hustle really on both teams going forward in the series or in the league in the
Hmm.
during the summer
Hmm.
tournament. It's very exciting, and I definitely want to see just those mistakes being analyzed. Like I don't
Hmm.
want them to just like, all right, boys, we made some mistakes. Now we just need to push through and continue. No,
True.
I want them to really just like sit back and analyze them. Because if they
Good
can
point.
really fix those mistakes that they're making in the midfield, I think it'll make just like Dream Blunt rotation. They won the series, but they still made a lot of mistakes, especially with those double and triple commits in the midfield. Same with Galvanized Steel. But I think if they really go back and look at those mistakes, I think future games are going to be so much more enjoyable to watch, and it's going to be a lot tighter as well. Even
I
though it's
agree.
such a tight game,
I
it
agree.
is super fun.
There you go. Well, if anyone's watching in stream, you know who to call up if you need coaching. Kevin will hit you up, and he'll tell you exactly what you guys are doing wrong, so you can go ahead and review that for the next series.
But
But like you said,
I'm not going to be
I
like
agree.
this, or, in a
True.
nice way.
True, exactly. I think that they all have a couple things to work on for the next series, but I'm excited to see the progression of Dream Blunt Rotation and Galvanized Steel throughout the rest of the summer. But for now, that's the series. Dream Blunt Rotation takes it 3-2 over Galvanized Steel. We'll be right back in just a bit with Bava and the Buoys 2.0, the Summer League champions looking to defend their title against the up-and-comers CAZ Backpack. And yeah, that's been it from us for this series. Thank you for watching, and we'll be right back, so don't go anywhere.
gon' burn it down. Burn it down. We gon' burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
Turn toward me and look so weak. I've never seen you with such tired eyes. And everything we said we'd be, we just traded for a suit coat and a tie. And underneath the rows of trees, I will see you where the ocean meets the sky. Under your toes, the fire grows. You are ready for a different kind of life. You're silent, bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild. You're silent, bold, the wind is cold. You must return to the wild, 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 wild. chase the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and sound.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We are here again. It's two familiar faces. You've seen us both before, and we're back for series number 3 on the night. And I'm excited for this one. This one should be a good one, but I'm more excited because I got my guy Bean here with me. How's it going, man? How are you doing? It's been a while.
It's been a year, you know.
Has been a year, true. We've
I'm
not
I'm
talked
feeling
to each
great.
other since.
Yeah, no contact. We decided
Mhm,
to go no contact for a year, but all jokes there. It's good to be back. Honestly, it's fun. I love casting and
mhm,
love having you as a partner as well for
true,
casting, and so
true.
just enjoy being in this scene. So it's fun.
Oh yeah, we are so back, and who is also back is the reigning champions from the 2023 Summer League. Back when we were just a simple little Arizona six-man Summer League, and we've got them back for run number 2. We're gonna have to see if they can take it all the way this time. Me personally, I'm gonna say no. I like this one team called Hot Sauce. I think they're pretty cool. But Bava and the Buoys 2.0 returning for a second run, and we've got Bava and Katala making a return, as well as their new addition Curly Fries. And on the other side of the pitch, their opponents, the number 1 seeded team, or rather the number 1 seeded captain, Sendril, with his team CAZ Backpack, and his teammates Civil Pangolin and Radiant Hydra, all new faces, I believe, to the Summer League that we put on here at the CRL West 6-man server. So hopefully they're having fun, and hopefully they're able to get a couple wins down the road at some point during the summer, or maybe even take it all the way. It's always a good time to see what these teams are able to do with their resources. And I don't know if you have any experience with these guys. I mean, I do know you're kind of familiar with Bava and the Buoys, Bean Boy. So if you wanna elaborate upon that and see what we should be looking out for in this series.
Yeah, so everyone in chat, as you can see, there's a 2.0 next to that Bava and the Buoys, and there's a reason for that because they're actually not the original Bava and the Buoys team. You know that
Hmm.
that they're missing a key piece, and that key piece is the man right here, Bean Boy
True.
himself.
The man,
Um,
not Bean
all
Man, Bean
jokes
Boy.
though, all jokes. I mean, those guys are great. I think honestly, I'm favoring them here in this matchup because I know those players, but
Hmm.
I'll have to see how they play when we get on the pitch.
Oh yeah, and you know what? We might as well just go ahead and get on the pitch. I think we are all ready to go. We'll get these players joining onto their teams. We've got the navy blue and the orange here for us today, and it's going to be Bava and the Buoys taking the pitch against the CAZ Backpack Challengers, and we'll see who's able to win this series. Is it going to be the defending champions? Is it going to be the newcomers? We'll have to see right into game number 1.
Great and quick start to game number 1. The kickoff going straight to Bob and the Buoys, and Curly going for a crazy play up the middle of the pitch, allowing his team to get some pressure here. And Baba almost going for a shot, but it's just under him. Now Katala keeping the one alive, keeping the play alive. The ball getting bounced back to Bava, taking his time in the air. He gets one reset. He gets a double tap. It's floating in the midfield, but Central, the one to get a small clear away. Now the ball floating in the midfield again. This pressure seems to be almost a little bit too much right off the start for the CAZ backpacks.
Yeah, and Sendril taking his time on the goal line there. You saw how confident he was in his control of the ball. Although, as I said, that he did kind of overcommit a little bit on that side and is able to get back in time as Curly didn't really have a good shot on net. Good touch there from Hydra to clear it out, who is definitely going to be a key piece in this CAZ backpack machine, and probably one of the necessary cogs that need to be turning if they want to have a chance at winning this game. And on the other side of the pitch, I would say it is going to be Curly who I'm looking out for. Like you said, the Baba and the Buoys did have one good teammate before, Bean Boy, but even without Bean Boy, Baba is still able to make that presence on the pitch known. And a great pass from the man that I'm looking out for, Curly. We'll have to see how he can step up right to Bava for the first goal. And a minute into the game, Bava and the Buoys 2.0 take the 1-goal lead.
Yeah, they're looking good there off the rip. I mean, that was just a great simple play to get around the CAZ backpack squad. But now they're going to try to fight back. Central with a simple little air dribble and gets right over that Bava and the Buoy defense.
And this is exactly why Sendril is the #1 captain, and into the draft he was picking first and last out of the entire draft, because he's able to make that mechanical presence onto the pitch that's just, elevates the play of his teammates and gets his team the necessary goals when they're lacking in them. And as you saw there, Sendril just completely took it himself and made that goal, completely his own. Like I said, able to make that mechanical presence. And a good save there as well from Central and Civil Pangolin. Katala came in, couldn't get a shot, neither can Bava. Both of them just off the mark, and another pop-up from Curly that would have hit the crossbar, but Civil Pangolin still going to clear it out. Pressure is mounting for Bava and the buoys. Katala looking for a double tap, couldn't quite get it to fall, and instead Central's going to try and clear it out to Civil Pangolin, who unfortunately gets bumped out of the way. Good pressure there from Bava and the buoys 2.0, but unfortunately nothing coming to fruition. One more chance here from Bava, almost getting it through, but Central looks like a brick wall right now, and Civil Pangolin comes in to help as well.
Yes, the defense is key here for this CAZ backpack squad. If they're going to beat this Baba and the Boo's team, you have to realize that they have a lot of offense and a lot of well-rounded players. They're going to be almost always on offense here, so you're going to have to make quick, smart decisions to get counterattacks and get the pressure you need, just like that for Central, but no second men there for the follow-up.
Close one there from Central, and you know, like you said, no second man there, and might have a chance here as a Radiant Hydra puts it straight through. It looked like the defense kind of fell apart for Bava and the Buoys 2.0, but it did look like Katala tried to clear it out to his corner. Civil Pangolin just fortunate enough to be there, and Radiant Hydra, like I said, it's going to be that one. You know, it's always going to be all the players on the team, but specifically Hydra, I think, who will be able to step up in this series for her team, and we're going to have to see if they're able to completely connect on all sides of the pitch, and I think Hydra is very key to that. And as you can see there, when she's on her game and gets that one goal, that one touch that leads to a goal, it's going to be a good outlook for CAZ Backpack for the rest of the series.
No, completely agree. I mean, if she's going to be the one making plays over some of these Baba and the Buoys teams, then she is for sure going to be a key piece. And having Central and Civil Pangolin kind of be that structure that helps her guide the way is going to be perfect for this squad.
What a good read there from Civil Pangolin onto the backboard. Looking for a clear out. It's going to go straight to Katala. Central now up for that. Still has plenty of boost to play with. Instead, it's going to let Hydra go for it, who wasn't able to reach it before Bava. A good clear from Central, though. Curly has to look for his backboard. Taps it off to the side. Civil Pangolin into the corner again. Trying to get one more here. And into the middle it does go. Hydra almost looking for her second goal. Instead, it just barely gets beat on the offense there. And a good clear from Bava and the Buoys to relieve the pressure for now.
Yes, and now the pressure falls against them. CAZ Backpack with a chance. Central can't get the shot. It's blocked away from Bava, and Bava the one to stay on, but Radiant Hydra with a great cut. Can she get a 50 to the midfield? She can't. Curly taking his time. Low boost. He's going to try to force a 50 here for his squad. He does, and it lands right in Katala's face. But Civil, the one to take control of this ball. He got one touch to Central. Central shooting it off the bar. That could have been very useful for them. Even though they have this lead, having an extra cushion can always help for matches like these.
There goes Civil Pangolin trying to continue that pressure that almost amounted in a goal when Central was on the ball, but unfortunately for him, didn't quite fall in. And now it's going to give Bava and the Buoys 2.0 a chance on the other side. Central taps into the midfield for Hydra. Hydra has no boost though, and neither does Civil Pangolin, so they're going to have to, kind of scramble a little bit to make sure the ball stays out of their net. So far, doing well. A good fake from Hydra to leave it for Central. And Civil Pangolin now taking over. Full team play here for CAZ Backpack. And, well, I should probably say, for those of you who don't know, it's a combination of California and Arizona, the two states in which these players are located. CAZ Backpack, I don't know where the backpack came from. Carrying, they're carrying the league on their shoulders with the talent that they're displaying, maybe. I don't know. Coming up with something. Good shot there from Central. Off the crossbar. Almost goes through.
I think the backpack is they're putting one of their players on the backpack. Probably Central. He needs it.
Probably Central. He really does.
Yeah, but it seems like they're just gonna take this game number one easy like that. I mean, they took advantage of the mishaps from Bava and the Buoys. Even though Bava and the Buoys had great offensive pressure, they just couldn't seem to find more goals to fall.
Yeah, I agree. And like I said, it is going to be. Let me tell him that I got it. Let me tell Central just so he knows what's going on. But yeah, like I said, Central first captain of the draft, and definitely proves why he is in this specific game. But also, I'm sure the rest of the series he's going to come out swinging for his team. 626 points, a goal, 4 saves, and we're gonna have to see what Bava and the Buoys can do to counter that. It looked like Curly was at the top of the scoreboard for them in the previous game. And so we're going to have to hope for him to continue to step up. But furthermore, I think it's going to have to be Bava and Katala that are able to, enable Curly to do what he needs to do on the pitch. And yeah, I mean, let me tell them that they can join. top.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think having the experience and that veteran knowledge from Bava and Katala and threes, I know Curly loves his twos, so having at least some guidance in threes to know when to go and all of that is going to be very important for Curly because we saw he can make some great plays on offense. He just
Hmm.
needs to understand when to find those openings for his team and then
Agreed.
execute properly.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think that really is all that was missing from Bava and the Buoys 2.0 in game one was that execution. Just a lot of chances, but a lot of missed shots skimmed to the side or missing straight off the posts or off the crossbar, no one there to follow it up. And honestly, as long as you can just get those under control more, it's probably going to have to come down to Bava, who is, usually the striker of the teams he plays on. If he's able to make those connect into the back of the pitch better, it should be a better outlook for them in game number two. But so far, a nice clear from Central that almost caught them off guard. They also have to make sure they don't overcommit too much and try and get the offense and the defense settled in for Bava and the Buoys.
Exactly. I mean, it's always going to be a little rough to start for every team from the first match of the summer league in
Hmm.
general. Not everyone actually plays together to start, so sometimes you
Yeah,
have to warm up with each other in a little bit, and it's going to take a few games. But right there,
yep.
Bava simply doing what we just talked about. He's going to be the striker for them. He's sitting in that midfield perfectly. Kotala knows how to get it perfect 50 over Civil Pangolin, and it left both the remaining defenders on CAZ backpack just a little awkward. Bava able to find that
Yeah.
opportunity. It's a great goal.
Yeah, that's one of those kind of drop down touches off your own backboard where like you can see. I know when you have ball cam on, you can see the ball just like floating above you. You lose track of your car. It's just hard to read. And Bava completely taking advantage of his better vision and angle of that touch, and he's gonna let that one fall straight in as like you said, the two defenders caught off guard a little bit. And a good attempt from Bava and the Buoys to try and 50 that one across the other side, and it does go. And we're gonna have to see if CAZ Backpack are able to break out a little bit more. Central trying to create his own opportunities. It's been a little bit of a quiet start. I know we've only a minute and a half into the game for Central, but hasn't really created any massive offensive chances or anything yet. A lot of good team play from CAZ Backpack, but yeah, I think Central does need to step up mechanically in order to make sure that
Mhm.
they are completely locked in and giving themselves the best chance at winning the series.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also want to point out that this Baba and the Booey squad, it seems to be playing a lot better. They've gotten settled down, and it seems like a lot of their skills are starting to show a bit. They're starting to control the ball. They're starting to find chances, and it seems like they're not even missing that many opportunities. So they're playing pretty good, perfect Rocket League right now, and we might see another shot here from Curly, but it's just top left and away. Now potential counterattack here from Civil Pangolin, but it's cut by Kotala. Kotala full boost on the take. He gets the double tap. It's midfield. Can Curly get the
Post.
beat? But it's saved by Civil.
What a vision, or what a foresight play from Civil Pangolin to be able to get up to that ball, knowing that his teammate was probably caught or flat-footed in net, and had to get up for that one quick. Curly looking for a bump, almost gets it on Pangolin. But again, the defense from Civil Pangolin is really keeping his team in the game right now, making sure that they don't go down any more than one goal. Hydra up for that really quickly. Good aerial there from her, and she's able to try and tap it into that blue side. So far, not much materializing for CAZ Backpack in terms of offense. Like I said, I think that falls into the hands of Central to take care of that. But Civil Pangolin and Hydra so far are building their confidence in this game number two, figuring out how Bava and the Buoys are going to play and how they're going to rotate, and like trying to settle in, and give Central those opportunities that he needs to be able to get those goals. And I think one will be coming in shortly. Let's just
Yeah.
wait and see.
Yeah, and I think this Baba and the Booey squad is actually doing really good at minimizing those central attacks because they know that he's the strongest player on the
Mhm.
team.
True.
And so by them taking control and forcing a lot more offensive pressure, Central's going to have to be the one on the back end making the saves, as well as Pangolin. And so he can't find his way up the pitch as much, but he just tried there. And Pangolin's maybe going to get a shot on net, but a tricky save
Close.
from Baba. He's going to be able to one to clear it out here to Curly. Curly throwing it high off the backboard. Central's there for the catch and the boom. Now Civil racing down the pitch. He gets a demo on Bava.
Demos.
This could be a shot for Radiant. She shoots
Pop.
it over one. Curly a
Almost
little
there.
awkward in net, but no one's there
Oof.
for the follow-up.
Damn, and that was Pangolin right there. I think he needed to be the one to be there, and Central got a good touch off Hydra with the pop onto the backboard. Maybe he was caught off, maybe he didn't have enough boost, but that's something that I think if you're CAZ Backpack, it needs to fall through, especially with under a minute to go now, and Bava and the Buoys pressing an attack. That one might have been the one that they look back on at the end of the game and said, if only we had gotten that one chance to go. And yeah, now, like I said, it's turned onto the other side. Bob and the Buoys are getting plenty of opportunities. Civil Penguin able to 50 out for now. Central is going to take control. Civil off the wall, did not read that well at all. And he gets beat out completely by Curly. And Curly into the midfield, looking for a teammate here. 30 seconds left. Central might have a chance himself off the ceiling solo play, looking for a touch pass. Bava, luckily, scoping out the threat from his own backline. He's going to take it himself now, up into the air, looking for the flip reset pass Pangolin, and it falls awkwardly. Pangolin gets faked out. Curly up onto the ceiling, 12 seconds left, 10 now, and Bava and the Buoys, their chance kind of fell away, but oh, they might have another one here as Hydra. Oh my god, Hydra almost overcommitted, but Bava couldn't make it fall. And last seconds tick off the clock. All Bava has to do here is kill it. Tango with the clear, and Curly should let this fall, and he does. And there goes the answer back game for Bava and the Buoys 2.0. Very solid from them, and I think they deserve that one. They earned it well for sure.
Yeah, even though it was a 1-0 goal game, it showed the pressure that they had on the
Mm.
CAZ backpack squad, just the imminent they didn't even let them in their half, to be honest. But it does show as well that this CAZ backpack squad can play great defense even when having some mismatched players. So I'm honestly curious to see if they're gonna keep up this defense going into this next match, and hopefully they can transition that defense into offense a lot smoother in order to get more shots on the net.
Yeah, I agree. That is that kind of transition play. The midfield that we were talking about in the previous game that was lacking from both teams. I think someone needs to take control of that midfield and make sure the transitions flow smoothly between defense and offense to defense. You know, all of the opportunities that they have to take control of that midfield. That might be the key to winning this game. So far, though, it does look like Bava and the Buoys have had a more organized team effort to put, you know, shots on net or pressure or all of that. On the side of CAZ Backpack, it's been a little lackluster looking for opportunities, but they have been mitigated pretty much entirely by Bava and the Buoys. Like you said, they have an answer for Central right now, and it looks like to just play pressure on him and let his other two teammates, you know, try and make their mark, but kind of taking him out of the equation has been working for them so far. And if they are able to continue that, honestly, I think Bob and the Buoys have a very good chance at winning this one and continuing the momentum through Game 3.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree, and this could be a chance where we might have to see Central being a little more risky for his team to help them out on the offensive end. I mean, he's trying here to get some clear, but Bava's all over that ball. Radiant, the one to hit it out. And it seems like they're still just stuck in their half. They can't seem a way to find offense. Central trying to go for some sort of squishy save, but he drops it. Now with the chance to move down the pitch, but Bava, they know their strategy. Just keep it in the half. They're not going to outspeed them, and then eventually a goal will fall.
Ooh, it might be one right there. Almost goes through for Katala, who looked like he had a weird pogo read off of the corner wall. I don't know, something happened, but he almost let that one in, and CAZ Backpack probably wiping the sweat off their brow after that one. Thankful for the fact that that one didn't go through. Katala, good fake underneath Central, gets it past Pangolin too. Katala taking the ball himself and doing all the work for Bava and the Buoys to get themselves the first goal. Nice little fake past Central, who did have no boost, but Pangolin, with enough in the tank to get it out, instead has to 50 Katala, and a 1-0 lead for Bava and the Buoys 2.0.
That was a great play from Katala. I mean, going under Central and right through Civil. What could you ask more for?
Ooh, chance here again for Bava, who I think has been the striker for his team, but hasn't really necessarily needed to make those kind of really mechanical plays yet. But he's been there to support his teammates when they need the goals to fall through. And still waiting to see something, I think, from Civil Pangolin and from Central on the offensive half. Hydra's been doing a good job of getting those 50s and backing them up, so as long as they're able to continue that pressure when they get the chance, and one might fall through instead. On the other side, Curly is going to put one goal through for Bava and the Buoys 2.0 off of that high backboard touch from Bava. Central just couldn't read it, and he's not going to be able to get that one, and no one else is except for Curly, who had the nice opportunity and will take it for the 2-0 lead.
Your advantage they add to their advantage, and now we're gonna have to see if they can continue it. But CAZ Pack just doesn't seem to have the answer right now. They're gonna have to figure something out, maybe change up how they're aggressing down the pitch, maybe get some demos. That could open up some space for this team.
Good shot from Katala, almost falls through. Central with a good save again. And he's going to have enough boost to get this one off the backboard. It does unfortunately fall to Bava, though. Civil Pangolin and Hydra kind of both jumping for that, but good clear, mitigates the damage done by that double commit. Katala also just kind of floating around in the midfield, waiting for Bava to get it to him, who unfortunately gets 50 by Central early. Faked by Civil Pangolin, had enough boost to hit it, instead lets it fall, and Katala into the midfield for his teammates. Banging that up high into the air for Katala to read it. Civil Pangolin able to get it clear, but so far CAZ Backpack doesn't have an answer on the offense, like you said. But on the defense, they've been holding well enough, but that's not going to be enough if you want to score a couple goals and keep this game tied up. They need to do something now.
Yeah, and I'm starting to realize here a little bit of a pattern too on this defensive end. I mean, Central's making some strong cuts and they're working out, but the reason they can't seem to get this down the pitch is I don't think they're actually aiming to boom the ball. They're controlling a little bit too much, and then it allows Bob and the Boobies to get close to the ball and make some more plays.
Yeah.
If they can try to hit the ball just a bit harder and get some stronger booms down the court to make
Mhm.
this Bava and the Bowie squad at least feel a little pressured in their half, it will help them out offensively.
I agree. I agree. You know, sometimes when the control touches and the smart play isn't working, you just kind of got to play boomer ball, and maybe CAZ Backpack will realize that eventually. But, you know, for now, I think they're doing a decent enough job of keeping the defense going, but if you want to score, you're going to have to boom it out. And a good boom there from Central to put it into the navy blue half, but it is going to fall all the way back again. Bava and the Bowie seem to be very comfortable playing boomer ball right now, just kind of banging it onto the orange half until they get a chance. And now we're going to have to wait, see if Central can get something to fall through here. Bava is going to take control. 45 seconds left, and Bava and the Buoys are trying to lock this one up. CAZ Backpack only has a couple chances left. One almost falls there for Civil Pangolin, but instead Katala clears it out.
Yes, we're going to need to see a miracle here, but maybe another shot from this Bava and the Bowie squad. They
Almost.
couldn't seem to get a goal to fall, but some great touches on the backboard allowed more pressure and more time to tick off this clock. CIZ getting a pass to the midfield to Hydra, but it's saved by Kotala. He does not want to drop this lead and give the chance for any kind of comeback for the CIZ backpack squad.
Central almost had gotten caught out by Bava's touch, who ended up not touching at all. On that backside, Civil Pangolin's going to have to try and create something himself, but only less than 5 seconds left to go. Central's not going to be able to hit that one. Bava and the Buoys take the game number 3 win and the series lead, and into game number 4. Going into it, I think CAZ Backpack just really needs to, like you said, play a little bit more boomer ball and just take advantage of Bava and the Buoys' mistakes, because there were a couple of them there, you know, a couple double commits, a couple
Yeah.
touches that went haywire, and honestly, I think you just need to wait for a couple of those, capitalize, and get a couple goals in quick, and that might be the key to success.
I actually totally agree. I mean, if this Bob and the Bowie squad seems to know how to position correctly right now for just what CAZ Backpack is doing. So if they don't change anything up, we're gonna continue to see the same results.
Hmm.
Um, they did get more shots this time around, but again, if we can just get that ball into high priority spots for Bava and the Bowies to clear it out instead of taking that control in that midfield, um, then they're going to feel more pressure. They're going to start using more boost, and they're going to be out of their comfort zone. So that's why
Yeah.
we're going to have to see them pick up the pace, hit the ball a little harder, and hopefully get that ball on the Bava Boobies side in order to potentially win this game number 4 to go into game number 5.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. Honestly, everything you just said, I agree. You know, that
We're on
it's
the same page.
something needs to change. You're right. I mean, I am not claiming to know everything about this game. I'm only a measly Grand Champion 2. But I will say that I do have sometimes a couple good ideas, and so does Bean Boy. Maybe a few less than I do. But overall, I think we have a decent knowledge of the game. So I think, you know, with an outsider's point of view, it's a lot easier to point out mistakes that you can see happening on the pitch and to kind of create your own suggestions. From an insider's point of view, I think that these teams are probably doing all of that they think they can at the moment. Other than you do kind of want to hit the ball there, Central, but that's okay. Next time. But yeah, I think these teams are
Next
probably
time for
doing what they
sure.
think they need to. But they do need to try and change anything, even just the smallest little thing, to especially CSZ Backpack, to try and get their momentum back in this game, in this series.
Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't put much pressure on if they do end up losing this game and all that. I mean, you can always reassess after games, and that's important because it's a weekly kind of tournament. So
Yeah.
luckily, you do have a lot more time to rethink some things with your teams. So luckily for them, they do have that time and that cushion. Central going over 1. Can they get the pressure here? They need it now. But no, a strong clear again from Bava and the Buoys. They're doing what CAZ Backpack should, just getting that ball into the half and then assessing it when they get there.
Yeah, a good attempt there on the offense, and offense is continuing actually for Bava and the Buoys. Oh, what a weird touch there from Katala to pop it up, and Bava is going to clean that one up. That's probably got to be one of the strangest assists I've seen in a while, and we get a nice up and close view of that weird touch that Katala is going to get. Bava completely read it all the way through, and good chemistry between the two players who remain for Bava and the Buoys, and just enough to get themselves that 1-goal lead a minute and a half in.
That was great. That was a great play. Honestly, I love Kotala's ideas with his passes. He seems to be always thinking about how to get around his opponents, and Bava again with great speed is always in great striking position. So this duo seems to be really strong. And Civil,
Had a chance.
unfortunately, fumbling a play there. He had low boost and he couldn't get the shot on net. And now CAZ Backpack, all they can do is watch as another goal falls in their net as they're all sitting in the Baba and Boobies half.
That's a tough challenge. I mean, Hydra didn't have much of a chance, especially it being on the other side, and she kind of had to just send it in and unable to read it, unfortunately. But we'll have to see if they can bounce back. Again, a 2-goal lead is, you know, it's substantial, but with 3 minutes left to play, that's plenty of time to do something with it. And we'll have to wait and see if they can find the answer to countering, I would say countering this Baba and the Buoys defense is what they need to do. Their defense is doing pretty okay, other than a couple mistakes in the midfield. But they have no offense, they have no counterattack play, and that's the issue. You can't just continue to boom it out away from your side and hope that something is eventually going to go in the opposite net, because you know you're going to have to create that opportunity themselves, and they're still looking to create that opportunity, I think.
Yes, and indeed they are, and they have a chance here. They're trying to get a little technical with it as Central passes to Civil Pangolin. He can't get the double tap, and it leaves the Baba and Buoys again on attack with lots of boost. Can they get the ball to the midfield? Baba passing to Katala. Katala goes over 2. It's saved by Civil. Civil the one to follow the ball now. He's trying to get over Curly. He does, and he obtains the mid boost. Central now heading into the Baba and Buoys corner. Is this going to be a chance for them? No, it's saved by the Baba and the Buoys. But a counterattack shot from Pit.
What a
Some
touch.
Civil and a great touch from Central. You mentioned that 2 goals sometimes isn't enough, and it could be not enough here as CAZ Backpack manages to get their counterattack pressure that we were talking about, and Central with a great cut.
I agree with the that observation of my observation in that two goals might not be enough because especially now
Caster
knowing
inception.
that Central, yeah, exactly, especially knowing now that Central has that opportunity to get those redirects that his team needs, he might be a little bit more confident in pushing up and being aggressive and trying to get those shots to fall. As Hydra is actually going to put in a challenge as well. Central now has another chance as a shot. Tapped away by Katala. Civil Pangolin, great challenge on no boost too. Able to quickly stifle any chance of a clear that Curly had there. So far, Bava and the Buoys playing decently enough in their half to keep it away. Unfortunately, a miscommunication there from Radiant Hydra and Civil Pangolin is going to lead to the ball falling all the way to their own half. A touch passed on the wall. Katala almost able to make it through to the middle, but unfortunately gets blocked out. Great defense there from Central. Not defense, great 50 in the midfield from Central. And almost fell through as a goal, but instead this shot from Civil Pangolin goes haywire, and kind of a reset again for CAZ Backpack as another chance doesn't go through. As I say that, I'm just completely mistaken. Civil Pangolin still lurking around. You can see him in that back corner, or in the sidewall as well, looking for that team boost. He took it away from Bava and the Buoys earlier. Now he snipes that ball away from Curly, who is caught completely off guard. And CAZ Backpack, 2 quick goals in succession. The lead was not enough indeed, and they've tied it back up.
Yeah, it seems like Bob and Booey's got a little lackluster that last goal. They thought they had a lot of time, but Civil, the boost spawned on him, and he was able to make a quick decision to cut up field and able to beat out that defense. We're going to have to see that again. I mean, it seems like now they've realized that they can make these kind of strong cuts as Central just does there, but it goes too far out. They're going to have to keep doing cuts like that to meticulously get around this Baba and the Buoys defense, but their offense again is super strong. Bava shoots it really high. Can Curly get the follow? No, he backflips. This could be a chance for Central to move down the pitch, but he gets demoed by Bava, and no one in the midfield just yet.
Yeah, Hydra doesn't have enough boost for that. Is going to try and be at least threatening enough so that Central has a chance at a save. And that was a good opportunity there. 15 seconds left, time winding down. Bava and the Buoys might have one more chance on the offense. Leaves it for Bava, who takes a shot through. Civil Pangolin tapped away. 10 seconds left. Curly probably should look midfield here. Unfortunately, he's challenged quickly by Civil Pangolin, who's able to tap that away. Good shot from Katala. Sendril luckily in net. 0 boost, and the ball floats all the way over to the navy blue half, settles down, and we have overtime in game number 4.
Game number 4, overtime. It seems if Bava and the Buoys pull this one out, they do, of course, win the series. So the Nerds got to be at least slanting up a little bit. And the potential ball to go over Civil, but a great touch from him. Central, the last man back. Can he get the touch for his team? He does, and he gets another follow-up over Bava. A little overcommit from Bava, but I say that he could make a cut. Kotala with a read. Civil a little awkward in net, and now their offense from Bava and the Buoys is very pressuring this CIZ backpack defense, but a strong cut by Radiant. That could be very useful for the CIZ backpack squad right now.
That was close. That was a close one. Oh, Curly's still continuing to play just aggressively. And yeah, the new man on the roster for Bava and the Buoys has been putting in plenty of work. Kind of gone under the radar as Bava and Katala get those shots in. But Curly has been doing just enough. He's got 4 shots on the game right now, as well as a goal. And definitely putting that car on the line every time for Bava and the Buoys. And for now, they are going to have to watch the ball kind of floats around in the midfield. Katala looks for Curly, and Sendril recognizes it. It's going to wait, cuts off Bava quickly. No one there for Bava and the Buoys, so should be an opportunity for a clear. Even if Hydra doesn't get it, Penguin's there for her to back her up. And a demo, though, unfortunately, is going to relieve that pressure that CAZ Backpack had created.
Yeah, and it seems a little bit like the game is slowed down here. Central hitting into the midfield. Now he's low boost. The last 2 men back here. Baba going for a dribble play over one, but it's hit and cleared out into the corner. Curly trying to keep his team a chance. A shot from Curly. It's saved by Pangolin, and Radiant Hydra is going to be the one to try to clear it out. But again, Kotala, this pressuring Bava and the Buoys offense seems to be always in that midfield making strong cuts. Kotala now a chance again. He passes over, but Curly not ready. And CAZ Backpack trying to regain their footing right now.
Yeah, and that would be something I would be absolutely shook after getting that shot on my net and having to make a save like that. And Civil Pangolin really stepped up for his team in that moment, saving them from going and losing the series off the bat. And he's still continuing to make good pressures. What a double touch off the sidewall to put that pressure onto the other side. Curly gets bumped into a redirect, which, fortunate for him, goes all the way over his net. Not threatening enough for anyone to follow up on. CAZ Backpack, I think, has probably gotten their wits back about them and looks to be more settled in now. If they can get this clear by Civil Pangolin, that's a good start. And a touch, though, from Katala cutting off quick is Sendril. And he unfortunately gets demoed for his efforts. Chance now for Bava and the Buoys to create some more space in the midfield, which I think they've been lacking a little bit. But unfortunately, they kind of rushed it a little too quickly, and the ball is going to fall back to the CAZ Backpack team. 50 from Bava, 2 went from the CAZ Backpack. Can Katala pop it up onto the backboard? His specialty leaves it for Curly, and Curly finishes it off almost 3 minutes into overtime. Katala creating that assist that he's been known to do, and he's done it a couple times before. And Curly comes in to clean up the series. A 3-1 win for Bava and the Buoys. And congratulations to them. What a close one, though.
So Tala called game. He hits that ball off the backboard, has so much faith in his teammates that he just turns right back to his defensive end and Curly shoots it perfectly into the bottom half of that net. A great series there from CAZ Backpack and Bava and the Buoys. I have to say this Bava and the Buoys squad is looking great, and I hope to see that they can figure out some more things to get some more goals to follow, because that was their only issue, not getting those goals to fall, and everything else looked awesome.
True. I agree. I think both of these teams put up a great fight. I think they knew exactly what they had to do to make sure that, you know, the series was as much of a, or they had as good of a chance as they could possibly create for themselves to win that series. And like I said, I think CAZ Backpack did do a very good job of that, but unfortunately for them, Bava and the Buoys 2.0, the new and improved version came out just a little bit too strong for them in this first match in week number 1. But I will say, I think that CAZ Backpack will be able to bounce back and get a couple sleeper wins later on in the league. And I think Bava and the Buoys already off to a better start than they were last year. And at this point last year, they were 0-1 and did end up going almost 0-4 to start. But either way, I think Bava and the Buoys have shown resilience, and having a win under the belt right off the bat in week 1 should help them with confidence going forward. But other than that, any final thoughts, Beam Boy? How's it feeling to be back casting and seeing these teams play once more, taking the pitch again?
Yeah, no, it honestly feels great. I'm glad to be at least spreading some entertainment to anyone out there wanting to watch their friends and every player out here. So it's been great. I will say I want to touch on some of these teams. I mean, you mentioned CAZ Backpack will probably get some wins in the future, and I think that team actually has a lot of potential if they can figure out how they want to rotate and when they can make some strong cuts is what really helped them on the offensive end there.
Yeah.
Even though they did fall pretty quickly to the Bob and the Bowie squad, they showed some aggression whenever a team did mess up. So great plays from there. And Bob and the Buoys, yeah, I hope they can continue to adjust with the team they have now. It looks great so far, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them in the playoffs, honestly.
I agree. I agree. I think we will have a very long league and a summer season ahead of us to see where all of these teams end up landing at the end of the day. But yeah, you mentioned the playoffs. All these teams at the end of the day are playing to continue progressing, to keep building chemistry with their teams and have the best chance of taking the crown at the end of it all. But for now, that's maybe a little too far to look forward as this is only week 1. And for week 1,
It's
we'll have
only
to
week
put a
one.
wrap on that as we have just finished our games for the day, and we'll have all the results up soon. But other than that, it's been a great week 1. Thank you for being here, Beam Boy, and we have
Thank you for having me.
finished up our games for the night. And so I hope that everyone here in chat, thank you for watching. Don't forget to return next week. We'll have more games at exactly Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific time once again. But for this week, we'll be closing it off. And shout out our production man in the back, CG, stepping in and helping us out.
CG.
Always big support for that. And we appreciate everyone who's been in the chat, who's participating in these games. And we hope to see you guys all continue to do well in the rest of your games in the future. But for now, that's been it from myself and Beam Boy. And we will see you guys next week.
Oh sevens, everybody. See you later.
Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. Superhero. Superhero.
Oh, you make me wanna talk back to you. Say it like that. If I hate you, then find someone new.